Welcome back to Dragon Age Awakening! Right, last time we did a lot, but at the same time we didn't do much because we didn't really advance the main plot. But we went and did some side quests and whatnot. We went down into the dungeons underneath the castle to find the Deep Roads entrance. And in the process we accidentally released a wraith that is now apparently just charging around the countryside killing people, probably. I have no idea what we're going to do about that, but I'm assuming it'll crop up at some point in the future. And today, I think, we're going to go to Blackmarsh, I think, to try and find crystals. That's what we're going to do today. But first, before we do anything else, well, I need to clear my inventory out, but before that, we found some lyrium sand, didn't we, for talking?
Splendid. Truly splendid. We've enough lyrium sand to keep us busy for a long time. Thanks for your help. Please, take these. Use them to give those beasties a what for.
Okay, brilliant. So he's just given me some explosives that I can use, if I ever remember, which I probably won't. But you know, it's the thought that counts.
Where is he? I know he's here. Cough him up, Warden.
Oh, hello, Felsi. I was wondering when you were going to turn up. Yes, do you have an appointment?
You're not gonna pull the moss over my eyes. Ogren, get your hairy ass down here.
Hang on to your beard, woman. Is this a conjugal visit? Looking for Ogren to grease the old wheel?
Don't lay a finger on me. You've done a lot of stupid things on a whim, but joining the Wardens...
Didn't you say it would be... hot?
We were role-playing.
Okay, yes. So this is Felsi from the main game. She's part of Ogren's personal quest. You either help him hook up with her or you don't, and either way they end up together ultimately. So yeah, we're just going to stay out of this.
Look, I didn't sign up on a whim, alright? You kicked me out.
You were just looking for an excuse.
You kept trying to make me into something I'm not. I can't play house like you want me to. I'm only good at one thing, Fells, and it's killing.
You had a good thing in the army. They respected you.
Felsi, I finally got the old conquer on straight, and I don't belong anywhere but here.
Fine, Ogren, if that's what you want. The baby and I will just have to get by without you.
Yes, that's where we find out that Ogren actually has a son. Isn't that nice? Yes, so are you going after her, Ogren?
I just end up being hit. She's a tiny thing, but packs a surprising wallop. And in this mood, she'd go straight for my danglers. Come on, there's Darkspawn waiting to be killed.
Okay, fair enough. And I'm assuming that if I speak to him, he's not going to want to talk about it.
You are gonna pay me, right? For all that arse whipping I do for you?
Okay, so he's managed to get drunk in the, 1.5 seconds between these two conversations. Yes, I will pay you, Ogren.
A stipend? Yeah, that's good. Yeah, what's a stipend?
Money.
Money. Now there's a word I understand. What an arrangement. You feed me and I get to take my frustrations out on the Darkspawn. Anyway, can I have a pony?
Can I have a pony? Yes, I bet you can't tell me what you just said.
Whoa, everything's spinning. And you're very shiny. Oh, gonna go sit down now.
Yes, okay, so Felsi, probably better off without him, I'll be honest with you. Okay, I need to sell all of my stuff, don't I?
So what would you do if you didn't have to be a Grey Warden?
Oh, okay, I was just going to go around the room and see if anybody has anything to say. Yeah, strange question to ask out of the blue, Anders.
Is it? You've never thought about it? Does nobody ever leave the Wardens?
Well, they probably do, but you never really stop being a warden.
You can run, but you can't hide? I think I've heard that before. After my 7th escape attempt, you'd think they'd have given me credit for trying.
Yes, 7 escape attempts.
I got really good at escaping the tower. Just never good at staying escaped. Until now, I suppose. The only thing I ever missed about the circle was that cat, to be honest.
And now you have Sir Pancelot.
So I do. How are you doing in there, Sir Pancelot? Ha! You'll be a fine mouser yet. Can cats be Grey Wardens?
I mean, I suppose cats probably can be Grey Wardens. There is that Grey Warden dog in, one of the books. I can't remember what it's called. The Calling, that's the one, isn't it? Where they go into the deep roads with the band of Grey Wardens, and there's a Mabari who's a Grey Warden because he drank Darkspawn blood or something like that. And one of the characters from that book actually turns up in this DLC. A little bit later on when we go to the Wending Wood. Right, let's see if anybody else wants to talk to me. Nathaniel.
You know, I'm actually not the first How to be a Grey Warden.
Oh, interesting. Seems like your father didn't remember that.
Or maybe he did. It was my grandfather we're talking about. His name was Padric Howe. He joined the Order before it returned to Ferelden just after the war. Never contacted his family again. Just vanished. Now that I know about the joining, I think he died.
Ah, so that was why he hid the bow away. Okay. Yes, many good men and women die in the joining.
I know that now. Father always said he was a horrible man for abandoning the family to join a pointless cause. I grew up ashamed of my grandfather. But now I see his bravery. That will take some getting used to.
Okay, so yes, the only shame was your father's.
My father often forgot that nobility has another meaning. I told you that the bow you gave me was my grandfather's, didn't I? Thank you for that. At any rate, we should probably get back to it. There are Darkspawn to kill, I'll bet. Somewhere.
Okie dokie. All of your conversations with Nathaniel are a little bit angsty, aren't they? Always just like, he never just kind of comes up to you and says, you know what, I've had a really good day. I'm really cheerful about this, and this. Sigrun, would you like to talk to me?
It's much easier fighting Darkspawn on the surface. On a clear day, you can see for leagues. I once heard about a contraption known as a spyglass, I think it is called. My friend Varlin said they let you see distant enemies as though they were right beside you. Is that true? It sounds like magic.
Yes, it's true. It's a Canary invention, is it indeed?
Then they must be the cleverest people in Thedas. In the deep roads, the Darkspawn can appear from nowhere. A spyglass sounds the very opposite. Someday, while I'm still on the surface, I would like to look through one.
Okay, I will get you a spyglass. Yes, I'm sure we can find a spyglass somewhere to give her as a gift. Okay, anyway, let's get going. So, Anders and Nathaniel, I think... Shall I bring Ogren along this time? Yeah, we'll bring Ogren along this time instead of Sigrun. And he needs leveling up. Of course he does. Oh my god. It's been a while since I've had him out, really, hasn't it? So, if I pile quite a few points into dexterity, because I just don't like dexterity being that low. And then... Oh, we'll stick a few in Constitution since that's how they're apparently leveling him up. I'm going to let him be a champion. And then I really need to go hunting for some manuals, don't I? Okay, well, we've maxed out his two-handed. So, if we go taunt, disengage, and perfect striking, that'll do. That will do. Okay, so I reckon we head to Blackmarsh in search of Kristoff. Yes, it's a bit of a grim one, this particular quest.
This marsh was once inhabited, until one day everyone disappeared.
Huh, how cheery. Okay, old sign.
Shall be done.
This rickety old sign reads, beware the Blackmarsh is haunted. And we have wolves over there, including an alpha wolf, which is fascinating because wolves don't actually have alphas. There you go.
Oh, I thought I saw...
Did Ogren just scream? I think Ogren just screamed. And I missed it because I was being a know-it-all about how wolves don't have alphas. Yeah, wolves don't have alphas because in order for there to be an alpha male, there has to be other males in the pack. And there's only one male in a wolf pack because a wolf pack is like a family. It's not like a lion's pride where it's like a massive collection of families. A wolf pack is just one family, so you have a male and a female. So there's nobody for him to be the alpha of. So there you go, there's my bit of trivia for the day. Of course, I could be wrong. I mean, I'm fairly sure that was just like a Google search that I did like years ago for some reason that I can't even remember. So you never know, I might be wrong. I'm not David Attenborough. But this particular alpha wolf, I think I'm just going to petrify. He resisted my petrify, what an arsehole. Luckily, Anders managed to put him in a crushing prison and there's more running in over there. So, we go fireball on them, just to keep them busy. And then this one, I want to put a death hex on him. And I want to just stone fist him, and we should be able to get him down quick-ish. And actually, since I've got them all in a group, if I put them in a bit of a waking nightmare, they should hopefully start fighting each other. Okie dokie, we've got the wolves down now. Those were blight wolves, weren't they? I mean, I know they were listed as marsh wolves, but they were definitely blighted. You know, by the Darkspawn. And there's a dead thing. Oh, there's a bunch of thorns over here I can apparently talk to.
My father used to tell me stories about the Blackmarsh when I was young. He said evil magic killed everyone here. This was just before the rebellion. A great mystery at the time.
Should we be concerned about that wolf that's just like chilling out in the background there? Yes. Did he tell you anything else about this place?
They never found out what happened here. Once the monsters appeared, the marsh was abandoned. I used to dream of coming to the Blackmarsh and setting things right. Little boy dreams.
Okay, yes, well, you're doing it now, sort of, aren't you?
So I am. If someone had told me I'd end up here, I would have laughed at them. But times change. When I was in Kirkwall, I thought I would return to Ferelden to take command of my father's garrison. Now, here I am. A Grey Warden and fighting both Darkspawn and demons. Interesting.
Okay, yes, stick around. This happens all the time.
And the fun never ends, I suppose. Good to know. Anyway, the haunted marsh awaits.
I think we actually got a smile out of Nathaniel there. That is incredible. Just take out a few more wolves. See if this one's going to be petrified. That one's going to be petrified. You see, that one has manners. Doesn't resist me petrify. Oh, we actually had 2 alphas. Now, you see, you definitely wouldn't have 2 alphas, would you? I mean, never mind there not being more than 1 male in a pack. There's not going to be flipping 2 alpha males in a pack. That's just ridiculous. There we go. Oh, we got 2 level ups out of that fight. Right, Nathaniel. Give Nathaniel a bit of dexterity, a bit of cunning. I'm actually going to give him a bit of strength, just because I'm feeling rebellious. And I think it's got to the point where it doesn't really massively matter how we level them up, to be honest. We are quite good whatever we do. Then Anders can have a bit of magic, a bit of willpower. And then I might give him some hexes, actually, so he could use hexes as well. And then we can both be hexing people. That might be quite good. Oh, fascinating. We have a tattered letter and an empty poison bottle on a skeleton. How thematically sort of Halloween-y. New quest, Trial of Love. New codex, Bonnie's angry letter. Let's read that. Corin, is our relationship a joke? Am I a joke to you? What am I supposed to think waking up to this love note? Follow my trail of love, my darling. You are my hen, the mistress of my flock. You nourish my body and tend to my... and tend to my rooster. Oh my god. It's made me giggle, that. Really, Corin? I changed your rooster? That's the most disgusting thing I've heard in my entire life. You said there was a surprise waiting for me. I'm supposed to follow your trail. I despise you. I abhor you, you petty ill-made what? You said last week that everything would be different for us. Well, you were right. I'm leaving with venom and spite, Bonnie. Okay, so what's the quest that we got then? Follow Corin's trail to find Bonnie's surprise. Do I have to? You found the remains of a man named Corin who drank poison after his lover Bonnie left him. A note found in Corin's skeletal hand indicates Bonnie was upset over a trail of riddles. First clue, you are the hen, the mistress of my flock. You nourish my body and tend to my rooster. So I'm presuming I'm looking for, I don't know, roosters? Well, we'll have a look in this chest. Nothing quite so exciting in there. Okay. Okay, so we've got all sorts going on over here. There is a hidden clue over there I can see. Darkspawn corpse. Oh, I can examine that rather than just taking it, looting it even. And there is dragon bone up there. Should we go and have a look at the dragon bone? Oh, there's a veil tear. How exciting. Right.
It's like the bones of this dragon were scattered by some animal or something worse.
Uh-huh, interesting. So, dragon bone, new quest again. You found a dragon's bone, suggesting one of the beasts once died in the Blackmarsh. There may be other bones around. Okie dokie. I mean, there is a giant skeleton over there. Am I supposed to be putting its teeth back in? Yeah, I'm apparently supposed to be putting its teeth back in. How interesting. And then, go and have a look at this veil tear.
What is that? It looks like something ghostly. Almost like the Fade.
Well, it kind of is the Fade.
Are you quite sure?
It's not possible to pass through here. No, it wouldn't be. Okie dokie. Okay, so, it's a Darkspawn corpse. have a look at that.
Dead. Kristoff's doing, maybe.
That answers that, I suppose. The Darkspawn are definitely here.
Well, the dead Darkspawn are here. Oh, blighted werewolf. Oh, that's not very nice. Quite a lot of them as well. I mean, I wasn't really thinking that werewolves were the most common things in Thedas. I mean, there's the ones that you encounter in the elf quest, but apart from them, I wasn't thinking that there was a huge amount of werewolves in the world. They're actually posing quite a challenge, I'll be honest. Nathaniel's dead. It's been a long time since I've had somebody die. I will be honest with you. So yeah, they are quite tough. They're taking quite a lot to get them down. Let's see if I can just nip around here. See if I can get them... Where's Ogren? Right, I should be able to get them all. There we go, without getting any of my team. Okay, so yes, Anders, if you can just put your nice cleansing aura on, that'll heal up Nathaniel's injury. Yes, that's been the first time we've struggled a little bit in the game, I think. I do remember Blackmarsh being a bit harder than sort of other parts of the game. There's a hidden clue. Lost beneath the trees, he lifts a weary head and sees her burning love lights his way home. So trees with, like, I don't know, a torch above them or something? I mean, luckily the clue will just, like, you know, show up when I do that. So I suppose that is good. There's a Mabari corpse. Ew, he had cat gut in him. Oh, that's disgusting. Apparently, it's a flippin' quest item. A length of leathery cord for which a craftsman has many uses. Ah, lovely. Lovely. Okay, we've got an ancient letter. Carsten Wilde's last testament. They came to me for help, these 3 maidens of the Blackmarsh. They were young, beautiful, vital, everything she desires. They gave me gold, jewels, and family heirlooms. I imagined their mothers and fathers, uncles and brothers pressing those treasures into their hands, enough to ransom a life promised to their baroness. I agreed to spirit them away from Blackmarsh. She learned of it. She appeared the night before. Her eyes were like flat, dull stones. Her hair was stringy and streaked with grey. I saw why she needed the women. I hid them in my wagon. The youngest embraced me before she crawled between the bales of hay. She said, "Make a blessing watch over you." I drove them to the crossroads where the Baroness's man waited. He took the wagon. Their families never knew. The witch, as good as her word, brought me a chest of gold. She twirled like a little girl, eyes now sparkling. You've earned every bit. Merchant, the gold was no comfort. I saw their faces on each sovereign, heard their voices. In the tinkling of the coins, I couldn't bear it. I buried it all in the deepest part of the marsh. Still, I found no peace. There will be no peace for me until I stand before the Maker. So yes, the Baroness of Blackmarsh was like stealing young girls and presumably using their life force to make herself young again. And there is actually a real life story of what's her name? Is it Elizabeth Báthory, I think, who was some kind of noble in Switzerland or somewhere like that, somewhere in Europe. And they call her the real life vampire because she used to take young virgin girls and she would like torture them and kill them in absolutely horrific ways. I mean, like, if you look her up, you will find some of the most horrific graphic descriptions of the stuff that she used to do to them. And then she would like bathe in their blood and drink their blood because she was convinced it would make her young and keep her sort of youthful and everything. And then because she was a member of the nobility, I think they couldn't have her executed or imprisoned or anything like that, because she was noble. So instead she was, I think that she was bricked up inside her own house, and she was bricked up in a room, no door, no windows, and there was just like a sort of little tiny door at the bottom where they would push food in every day. And she was there for something like ridiculous, like 7 or 10 years before she eventually died. But I often wonder if this is based on that story, because it just sort of seems kind of similar-ish. Although I suppose it's not the most original story in the world, that there's a sort of, you know, mad witch who's killing young girls to use their blood to keep herself young. Anyway, down here we have town records. Some years ago, a dragon rampaged through the countryside, gorging herself on animals and people. Before long, she nested near the village of Blackmarsh. Fearing she would drag off villagers to feed her young, we sent men to drive the beast away. The men were never seen again. The new Baroness had till then done little for her people, but she emerged from her manor and told us not to worry. She'd been sent from Orlais, not just to rule, but to protect. She promised the dragon would be gone by sundown the next day. She set off in the morning alone. We were certain she'd gone insane. What chance had one woman against a dragon? At sundown there came a loud clap like thunder, so great it shook the earth. Then our Baroness returned to us, triumphant. Of the dragon there was no sign. The Baroness, no longer aloof, sang and danced with the lowest of us. They were dark whispers that the Baroness was a witch, but we did not care. Her Majesty had saved us, and for that we loved her. So that is how she won the hearts of the people. Okie dokie, and there's a toy horse.
I shall do it.
Interesting. I wonder what I'm going to need a toy horse for. Okay, that's a gate. I'm assuming, yeah, I can't get through at all. So, head back this way. I know there's a notice over there. I will read that in a moment. There's more veil tears.
A hole leading into the Fade. I wouldn't touch it.
Yeah. And you know what? Also, actually, that's a bit of a foreshadowing of Inquisition as well, isn't it? The veil tears everywhere. Yeah, there's another hidden clue over there. There is blighted werewolf somewhere. So, another hidden clue. With cold dead eyes, the dragon gazes on your prize. Okie dokie. Is that like back up where the dragon skull was? Oh, good grief, we've got a flippin' stone circle and everything over here. Right, okay. Oh wait, more werewolves. Anyway, as I was saying, we have a ripped page. So, Baroness's secret. Veil is weak near the stone circle. Perhaps it's my rituals, but I suspect it has always been weak here. I feel traces of old ancient magic. Maybe this is what drew me. I think the girls feel it too. As we approach the circle, they sense something was wrong. Did they fear me? Something about this place is changing, them claiming them for its own. It is conceivable that using their blood to reinvigorate me traps their souls in the Fade. Perhaps they become the same demons, ghosts and spirits who invade my dreams. They are nothing peasants while I am a Baroness of Orlais. Okay. So, all of the people that she was draining blood from here, in this very stone circle, may have ended up turning into demons and ghosts and possibly want revenge. Right, there's another dragon bone. Oh, I can see Kristoff up there. I can also see, hang on, go away, Constance cache over there, but I cannot get to it. Okay, so I can't get any further over here while there's still veil tears around the place. So, if we have a read of this notice.
It is begun.
Once dusted off, this reads, the village lies abandoned. May the Maker rest their poor souls. Okay, can't get through that gate. Well, before anything else, if we head back up to the dragon skull, because I have 2 more dragon bones, we are going to hop in, and the hidden clue should be here. Cross the waters from the Baroness's nest. What was that? Find what you seek where the fishermen rest. So I'm guessing like a harbour or a jetty or something like that. But I need to find another way around. Oh, hang on. This is embarrassing. This is, you know that bit over there that I said I couldn't get to because of the veil tears? Yeah, there's just a way around here. So I can get to Constance's hidden cache at least. Oh, there's a demon up there. There's several demons up there. Oh, how interesting. Oh, hang on a minute. I never properly explored this place. And there's, there's Darkspawn children here. That's not very nice. Okay, yes, as it turns out, I just never properly explored the place, which is why I couldn't get to Kristoff. It's not because there was anything stopping me from getting to him, just because I never bothered to actually, you know, walk over to him. So, yes, that would be Kristoff.
Yes, that is your Grey Warden. The mother told it to me that if he was lured to this place and slain, that in time you would come. And the mother, she was right. The mother is always right.
Okay, yes, so who is the mother?
The mother is she that sent me. She that wished you to come to here, this place. Here before you is the first, and I am bringing to you a message. The mother, she is not permitting you to further his plan, whether this you know or not. So she is sending you a gift. No. We have come to the Fade as well. It cannot be this.
Okay. Yes, so, this is the Fade. How did we get here?
The Mother, she has deceived me. I am betrayed.
Can never trust my mother either.
Now I am being trapped in the Fade with you. Ah, I am the fool.
Well, I mean, at least you're, self-aware. Right, okay, yes, so help me get back and we'll take revenge together.
The Grey Warden is wishing help. From the first. Do not be making me laugh. I will be leaving you to the children. I will be finding my own path back into the world. Back to the Mother.
I mean, you could at least, like, have the nerve to deal with me yourself, but no, apparently not. He's gonna send his lackeys after me.
What's that thing? Who is the Mother? Another Darkspawn?
More talking Darkspawn. And now some mother to go along with it? Cute.
But we do have chickens, and chickens are always good. Right, yes, so we are in the Fade, and it's a sort of weird, kind of reflection of what this place used to look like. Oh, there's an essence of constitution up there. How very useful. There's also a shade who wants to try and kill me. Right, yes, essence of constitution, and there are some just demons over there, but they don't seem to be causing us too many issues. Yes, we've got them down really, really easily. Okay, Veil Tear Apparatus. Your actions in the Fade have an effect on the physical world. So I'm assuming there's no longer a Veil Tear there. Oh, there's a thing over there that's just labelled as Fade. I'm assuming it's a codex entry. Is that where we've just come from? Yes, it is. It's the pretty boat in the background.
What did that snarly bastard say? The Fade? We're in the Fade? That's where humans dream, isn't it?
Oh my god. Ogren's only just caught up. Yes, yes, that is the Fade.
Dwarves shouldn't be here. We don't dream. We sleep like a stone.
Actually, that is an incredibly good point, because physically we won't be in the Fade. Physically we'll be back in the real world. And we're just unconscious, and we've been, you know, our minds have been dragged into the Fade, but dwarves don't dream. So, how is he in the Fade? Oh well, we'll find a way out somehow.
Someone's gonna be coughing out a kidney when I'm done with him.
Fair enough. Oh, he disapproves of me. Why did he disapprove of me? It's alright, I'll give him some alcohol later. That'll cheer him up. Right, I can see an essence of strength over there. I can also hear things. Oh, there's some dead Darkspawn. How interesting. Oh, there's a Desire Demon up there. Once again, we just launch a bit of a fireball. I'm going to get caught in that fireball, aren't I? Launch a bit of a fireball in the midst of them. Yeah, these demons are really, really easy to take out. So, just fix that tear in the veil. These runestones are all now clickable on, which makes me a bit nervous actually, because I'll probably have to do them in a specific order or something. Grab this essence of willpower while we're passing. Right, should we try clicking on one of them to see what happens? Okay, we get a line of fire. Interesting.
Shall be done.
Huh, and then that was clearly the wrong one. Oh, I think we must have accidentally clicked on the first one, or the right one the first time, because if you try clicking on them, you get an out, but click on this one. That lights up. However, I don't really have any way of telling what the next one is going to be. I mean, I suppose we could just do it by process of elimination, but I think it'll take quite a while, won't it? Because there's how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, that's going to take a wee while. I don't know whether we're going to find something a bit further in that'll sort of help us solve the puzzle. Well, we'll take this essence of strength while we are passing. I see an essence of dexterity, essence of magic. Ooh, that one's much more exciting. There's also another veil tear apparatus over there, which means desire demons. Oh, and rage demons over there. Lovely. Okay, well, I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll start with a little bit of lightning on these guys, because I feel like lightning works better against them than fire. Yeah, lightning takes down a lot of their health. And then the rage demons have appeared. Oh, we've got greater rage demons. I don't want greater rage demons. What's that one over there? That's Nathaniel over there. That's not a demon. Wasn't there 3? I'm sure there was 3. Oh, apparently we already killed one of them. Okay, that's good. Right, Anders, I need a group heal when you decide to get your arse off the floor. Because we are looking a little bit ill, I'll be honest with you. We've got sort of slightly piled by demons here. So, are the desire demons all dead? The desire demons are all dead, so we've just got the rage demons. Right, okay. Launch a bit of a winter's grasp against that one. I should have vulnerability hexed him first, shouldn't I? And then the game crashed. That's what happened there. Yes, that's actually the second game crash that I've had in a very, very short space of time while in the Fade here. So I don't know if the Fade is just particularly crashy, because like I turned down the graphics settings like by 1, I think, and that stopped the game crashes, because I mean Origins is a crashy game. There's quite a lot of places where it crashes, especially in Denerim. But I turned the graphics settings down by 1 and it stopped the crashes completely. I mean, I went through all of Constance's entire playthrough and didn't get a single game crash. And then it's crashed twice in the Fade here, which is very, very strange. So I don't know if the Fade is just particularly crashy. Well, we will give it another go. So, Desire Demons and Rage Demons. Right, we will take out the Desire Demons first. Actually, I wonder if I can put them in a Waking Nightmare. That would be kind of hilarious, wouldn't it? Put them in a Waking Nightmare. I don't think... Did that do anything? I don't think that really did much. Okay, let's use a bit of a shock on them instead then. Oh dear, I've been frozen. Then I was put in horror. Now I'm on fire. Now I've been frozen again. Do you know something? It is a testament to Constance's constitution that she is still alive. Considering she's just being, like, murdered by everybody. And the fact that Anders keeps healing me, that's also useful. Okay, I can actually move again. That's good. Okay. Should do a bit of a drain life on her. Could do with some of that delicious, delicious health for myself. And then, you know what? I'm going to put her in a cone of cold. I'm going to give her a taste of our own medicine. There we go. And then see if I can shatter one of them. There we go. And then one more Desire Demon left. And that just leaves the Rage Demon. I think the others have actually dealt with the other Rage Demons on their own. Yes, they have. How very impressive. Okay, save the game, just in case it crashes. Nice essence of magic there. Veil apparatus. There we go.
No, my lady, I do not forget. I merely... But I would never contradict your ladyship. No. I don't. No, please, my lady. Have mercy. No! No! Oh, no!
Okay. That's a villager. Oh, I can talk to the villager. Hello.
I am most sorry, mistress.
Okay, I'm assuming this is like the ghost of one of the girls that she killed or something like that.
You're not a spirit like everyone else. How did you get here?
How did I get here? To be honest, I'm not 100% certain, but I didn't have much of a choice in the matter.
You were forced to come here? That's very strange. This is where my grandfather's ashes are buried. I come to visit him often. He was the last person to stay in Blackmarsh. Once he passed, there was nobody left in the village who remembered.
Whoa, hold on, hang on a minute. Is she alive? Because she's dressed like a mage, and that would possibly indicate that she might be alive in the waking world, and she's come into the Fade to, like, visit her grandfather's ashes, which is a bit weird. I mean, she knew that I wasn't a spirit, so she knows that there are spirits. You do know this is the Fade, right?
This? Of course I know that. This isn't... Oh no! They've come back again. Quick, come hide in the crypt.
Hide in the crypt are not words that I find particularly confidence boosting. Also, there's skeletons and whatnot. Okay. So that was some random skeletons. That's a coffin that I can apparently open. Doesn't have anything in it, it's just a coffin I can open and then close. Interesting, and then that's the way into the crypt. First, though, I've got to level up. And this is an exciting level up, because this is the point I need to max out the primal tree, which should, hopefully, get me the Elementalist achievement. Yay! So that's another step closer to completing the Dragon Age project. Now, if we head into the crypt... Yes, this does look a bit crypty. Oh, this is quite nice, actually. It's quite nice, all the skulls and stuff. Yeah, I think this episode's going up the day before Halloween, isn't it? I've got it in my head. I think it's going up the day before Halloween. It's going to end up being accidentally quite, sort of Halloween themed, isn't it? But with all the skulls and the coffins and whatnot. There is quite a lot of undead in this place, actually, for being such a cramped area. I think, they're coming out all of the coffins. This is very Skyrim, isn't it? Very Skyrim with the undead coming out of the coffins like that. What's that? Ravenous Enraged. Well, you look a little bit scary, so see if I can put a Curse of Mortality on you. I don't actually have a sort of, like, way to, like, paralyse him or anything, do I? I could try Winter's Grasp, see what that does. Didn't think that would work. I think it's just him left, though, so if we just, like, dogpile him... Oh, actually, no, there's another shambling one. If we, just try to, like... dogpile him, hopefully should be able to get him down quick enough. Okay, so that was a little bit creepy. Also, that coffin's still closed, so is that one. That's concerning me. I'm worried that there's going to be just like corpses following us down these quite claustrophobic corridors. Lots of skulls and whatnot. Yeah. What the actual hell is that? Either that is the skeleton of a two-headed baby, or it's just a lot of bones clumped together in a really, really, really creepy kind of yes, mutant skeleton type thing. Either way, not a fan, not a fan. Not a fan of that guy either. I've got worrying feelings that he's going to just, yeah, these guys are totally going to stand up and attack us in about 5 minutes, aren't they? Okay, there's the lonely soul. She's running off over there. The undead are waking up, predictably. I mean, I can open these coffins. If I open the coffin... There's nothing in it. Why can't I just open some of the coffins? I don't understand. Well, anyway, let's see if we can get a bit of a waking nightmare on this lot. See if we can get some of them fighting each other. That would be kind of useful. Okay, so which way did she go? She went that way, didn't she? Then there's another way going off down here. Is this just a little dead end here? Got ourselves a little essence of cunning. Oh no, actually, this way goes on a little bit further. What's that? The Blackmarsh Undying. Yeah, they are big on the creepy names around here, aren't they? Oh, we've got an ancient fanged skeleton who I think is about to kill Nathaniel. Okay, Nathaniel, I'm going to let you take a health potion. Because for some reason I'm really stingy with them, even though I've got like 98 million of them. Like, I really don't need to ration them half as much as I do. And then, I think what I'm going to do, if I put blood magic on, and then if I do blood control on that guy, if I can make him my ally. Did that work? I don't think that worked. No, that didn't work. Okay, well, instead, how about we just, like, I don't know, kill him? Yeah, put a nice bit of lightning on him. And then... Nice Winter's Grasp. I should probably be hexing him, shouldn't I? I always forget about me hexes. There we go, we've got him. Okie dokie. Okay, so that's them. So this is... Yeah, the Blackmarsh Undying. Now, I don't know if that is just the name for, like, the Fade version of the Blackmarsh, which it might be, but I don't want to go through there yet because I need to follow, what's her name first? So, she headed off down here, didn't she? Through the, creepy, winding corridors full of coffins and whatnot. And she ended up, well, there's an essence of magic. There she is. This is very much a dead end. I wonder if she's going to turn out to be a demon.
And so you came. Fell into my little trap. To think, my entire existence I have sought a mortal mage to possess, and now one walks right into my lair.
Yeah, she's a demon. It's always a demon, isn't it? It's just whatever is going wrong in Dragon Age, the answer is always, it's a demon. Okay, so I can, like, pretend that I knew all along, and be like, yeah, I totally knew you were a demon, and I you know, I came here to destroy you because I'm an awesome hero. I can be very overdramatic and simply say, you will never control me, fiend! I can try to intimidate the demon, or I could just say, so there was no girl at all, pity, which I'm not entirely sure what that means, but it sounds like it could actually potentially be a bit creepy, really, doesn't it? You know what? I feel like Constance is the kind of mage who would stand up proudly, square her shoulders, and say, you will never control me, fiend!
We shall see about that, mage.
Oh, you're just a shade. You're not even that exciting. You're a hunger demon. Oh, we do not encounter hunger demons that often, actually, do we? Right, okay. I've got a bit of a death hex on the hunger demon, and a bit of a vulnerability hex. And then see if we can put her in. Oh, did she resist me? Oh, what an arsehole. Let's see if we can put her in a bit of a There we go, Cone of Cold. And then it would be hilarious if I could shatter her with Stonefist. No, I didn't think I would be able to. Okay, you know what? Just hit her with everything we have got. Oh, is there other ones? Oh, there's undead waking up. Oh, that's not fair. Still, I think if we all focus on the Hunger Demon, because she's going down quite quickly, actually. So yeah, put a bit of a Winter's Grasp on her, and then we'll maybe do a little bit of, oh, I don't know, lightning. And then since she's woken up, I'll see if I can petrify her. Just to keep us still. No, that didn't work. Never mind. Stone Fist. And Anders is just knocking back all of these undead with his knockback ability, which I find absolutely brilliant. Put Winter's Grasp on. I really wish you had that ability in the main game. I wonder if there's a mod that adds the awakening abilities to the main game, because if there is, I would totally use that mod. Okay, put a bit of a paralyze on her. That didn't work either. You know what? Let's just hit her with lots of magic. That seems like that's working better than anything else. Okay. So, Hunger Demon is down. All of these poor undead just keep constantly being knocked back by Anders. I don't think there's even any, like, powerful ones, is there? No, they're all just normal white ones. Okie dokie. So, should be able to get them down quite quickly. And actually, I want to see if I can get these three in a bit of a Cone of Cold. They're quite well positioned for it. There we go. And then just a bit of a Stone Fist. See if we can shatter them. Brilliant.
You have released me, stranger. After being trapped for so long by my own foolish desires, now I can at last go. Thank you.
Okay. Interesting. Was that a mage then who was possessed by a demon? I mean, actually, that diary or whatever it was that were found did say that some of the girls had like turned into demons or something. Maybe they'd actually been possessed by demons. The girls that she'd killed and whatnot. Well, either way, that is that demon taken care of. Oghren. Oghren has a level up. Okay, we'll give Oghren a bit of strength, bit of dexterity, and then, I don't know, Grievous Insult. There we go. I don't pay too much attention to the leveling up of the warriors, I'll be honest with you. I basically just max out the, like, whatever thing they're using, whether it's sword and shield or whatever. There's just a few more random undead who want to have a go, and then I just max out the warrior tree, and that's just kind of like it, and then max out the specializations. I don't really think about it as much as I do with the mages. Oh, this is actually quite a lot of undead, and we've already been through this room, haven't we? So they were just lying in wait for me to come back. Still, they didn't cause us too much trouble in the end. Okie dokie. I'm getting a lot of ethereal health poultices, which is interesting, but I guess I don't really use health poultices. Anders is very good at keeping us all alive, and we've all got quite a lot of, like, you know, good armor and constitution and whatnot, so I don't really need the health poultices that much. Okay, let's head up into, what was it, the Blackmarsh Undying or something. Oh, this is very shiny and sunny for the Fade.
Halt! Who enters the Blackmarsh?
Okay, yes, we are Grey Wardens trapped here.
Trapped? Then you're just as we are, locked in this endless nightmare. We've been here so long at her mercy. I almost forget what it was like before. There is a spirit that's come to free us. Perhaps you could help him. If only that were possible.
Okay, so everybody from the Blackmarsh is like trapped here. I do vaguely remember this, but I don't remember the specifics.
The mansion will not protect you, fiend. Come out and face your crime.
We aren't afraid of you any longer! The witch hides! Break down the door!
Be cautious, my friends. The Baroness has power within her lair, and she well knows it. We rush in at our peril. And who comes now? More minions of the Baroness? Or yet more helpless souls she has tormented?
Kind of neither, to be honest. Yes, do I look like a helpless soul? No, we are Grey Wardens.
I cannot say what a Grey Warden is, but clearly you are a stranger. Perhaps it is a sign. I am Justice. I have watched this place and seethed at the wrongs visited on these poor folk, and now I seek to aid them.
Once we lived in the real world and the Baroness ruled over us. She took our children and used their blood to work dark and evil magic.
And when we burned down her mansion, she cast one final spell that brought our spirits here. We've been trapped ever since, still under her rule.
This spirit knows the Fade. If we help him, he might help us.
I think that since the Baroness trapped these people here, that she's our best chance of getting out.
Tell me, stranger, Will you help us in this righteous task? Being a Grey Warden appears to make you an able sort, and thus your aid would be most welcome.
That's a very surprising take from Anders, isn't it? Also an interestingly ironic one, considering what eventually ends up happening between him and Justice. Okay, yes, so the Baroness is a blood mage. I think Constance would find that bit the most interesting part, wouldn't she?
From the world of mortals, as are all these people.
We lived in a village in the Blackmarsh, and the Baroness ruled over us. That was so long ago, it seems like a dream we once had. We finally rose up against her evil, and this is what she did to us. I can't even imagine what happened to our families.
Well, they're not living happily ever after, let's say that much. Yes, let's just say they could have moved away. I mean, I don't know for certain.
Has it been so long? How many years have we been held here?
Take heart, good woman. Justice will see you avenged and freed. Will you help us, stranger? If this wrong is to be undone, we will need your aid.
Yes, how long have they been here? Because this was like before the rebellion. Because the Baroness is Orlesian, so they were still under Orlesian occupation. So like a while, certainly. I mean, what, like 30, 40 years probably, something like that? Okay, so what are you trying to do exactly, Justice?
These good people have been held in the thrall of this sorceress for too long. I seek to free them.
It's been a nightmare that seemed to go on forever. Until Justice arrived, we didn't even know this wasn't real.
I can no longer stand by and watch. The sorceress has fled into her lair, but a reckoning is called for. We must act, stranger.
Okay, yes. Well, I need to find a way out of the Fade.
Out of... Ah, I see. You come from the realm of mortals, as these fine people once did. Was it the Baroness who brought you here as well?
No, not exactly. It was actually the Darkspawn.
Then the injustice of your own situation underscores why these people must be avenged. These men and women are dead, yet their spirits remain trapped by the vanity of this sorceress.
Until the spirit came, we were helpless, locked into this eternal nightmare. But now, we can act!
I do not know how to cross the veil back into your world. Should you aid us now, however, I promise that I will help you search.
Oh no, this is interesting, because I'm assuming the Baroness can get me back. I know, I mean, it's like, I can't remember the specifics of this is the thing. And I don't know if you can actually stab Justice in the back and side with the Baroness. Because I feel like that's the kind of thing Constance might do. I mean, I keep saying I'm playing her too much as a good character. But for one thing, the Baroness is a blood mage. So Constance's thinking would be like, maybe she can teach me, you know, things. Because that's Constance's weak point. She's not like an evil person, she just has this thirst for knowledge, you know, about magic and stuff. Particularly, you know, darker magic that the Circle never taught her. I mean, I know obviously you can side with Justice and defeat the Baroness, and then somehow you get back into the real world and Justice possesses Kristoff and all of that. But I don't know if it's actually possible to side with the Baroness instead, and if you do, how does that affect Justice? Interesting. Okay, yes. So let's just say, is it even possible for you to help me?
Your kind crosses over the veil all the time. To be honest, I cannot even imagine what power keeps you here. The darker spirits, those things you would call demons, they also seek to cross the veil. Perhaps they will have answers for you. I will seek a demon to question, but only if you help me now. Justice must come first.
Okay, no. And I've got logic behind this, right? Constance is the Warden Commander, right? These are her Grey Wardens that she's got with her. She didn't bring them into the Fade, but you know, they followed her and then they ended up in the Fade. It's her responsibility to get them back. And to her, that takes priority over helping these people, right? Okay, I'm not just being evil for the sake of it here, because I feel like I've been being too good. There's actual logic behind this. And I also want to know how this works out if you don't go with him. So, yes, to you perhaps, not to me.
You won't help us? Have you no compassion?
Do not trouble yourself, good woman. It is pointless to appeal to that which does not exist. I am troubled by your refusal, mortal, but I understand it. We will prevail, even if we must do so on our own.
Okay, so now what happens? Anders approves. Wow. Anders is a really complicated character, isn't he? Nathaniel disapproves, that's fair enough. So, can I therefore find another way to get to the Baroness without him? I'm not sure there is, actually. Because I can't find, like, another way around. What happens if I do that?
The mistress says, away! Away with you, you hooligans! How dare you try to assault perfection!
Okay, hang on a minute. So, I'm not here to assault anything unless provoked. Open the door. Oh, break it down. I wish to speak with your mistress. Yeah, I just want to talk.
Have you come to hurl insults at the mistress? Because I won't allow it.
No, no insults. Yeah, I have nothing to do with the others. I just want to get home.
I'll leave it up to the Baroness to decide what's to be done with you then. She'll know. She always knows.
Now this is unexpected. I could have sworn I said that I was accepting no visitors, especially from out there.
Many apologies, mistress. These strangers have come to speak with you. I thought you...
From the lands beyond the Veil, I see. How interesting. I will grant this audience.
Very good, mistress. I will see to the barricades.
Oh, I love powerful women. And this one's Orlesian, too.
Now then, what brings you into my parlor, You seek my aid, perhaps?
Okay, yes, I would like to get back to, you know, the waking world.
Trapped, then? Yes, I can see the magic on you. How interesting. Rid me of the fools outside, especially that loathsome spirit of justice, and I shall return you whence you came.
She looks powerful and up to the task of getting us out. I say we go with her.
When do we stop talking and start fighting? I'm sick of this hazy dreamland.
We can't trust her. She made use of the people out there, and she'll use us too.
She has no reason to use us. I mean, she just wants rid of them. Although, I mean, I suppose there is a chance she's probably going to stab us in the back. But I feel like if that happens, we can handle it.
It is no simple matter to tear the veil, especially when the magic that keeps you here makes it strong. But I am stronger still.
Ooh, that's good for a start. Can I demand more from her? Because she's a blood mage, right? She might be able to, like, you know, give me power or stuff.
Is your service worth more? Perhaps it is, at that. Very well, mortal. Succeed, and there will be blood enough to permit your wildest fantasies. That, and your freedom. Agreed?
Ooh, that sounds exciting. Yes, agreed.
Excellent. And just in time, it seems.
And there she is. Now you answer for your crimes, witch!
Indeed. Perhaps you haven't met my new protector. Do say hello.
You are not the only one who has sought allies from the mortal world, sorceress.
So, the Grey Warden and the First are meeting again. And it has an ally. The mistress that is of this place. It is now a friend.
Okay, so you see, this is exactly the kind of thing that I want to sort of bring Constance's darker side out. There's just so few instances in the main quest where doing the evil thing makes any kind of logical sense. And that's an issue I have with Origins. Actually, it's an issue I have with Inquisition as well. Not so much with Dragon Age 2, but it always really annoys me when there's no incentive to go down the evil path except for the sake of being evil. And I feel like there should always be some kind of like logical reason why you would do it. And this is logical. Like, you know, it's just logical that she's putting her Grey Wardens, who are under her protection, first. She needs to get them back to the real world. So, and she thinks that the Baroness is the best bet. So that's why she's doing it. There was just so few instances in the main game where I felt like I could really get into Constance's, you know, dark side without just making her a sort of crazed evil lunatic. Also, I find it very interesting that if you go down this path, Justice sides with the Darkspawn, because if you do it the other way, the Darkspawn ends up working for the Baroness, doesn't he? Which sort of makes sense, but it's very weird that Justice and the Darkspawn would end up together, but I suppose spirits are weird. Oh, now, how interesting. I have the option to say we could just work together to get out of here. I wonder if that would result in me and him fighting everybody. Probably not, because I doubt he would agree to it. So yes, I think the Baroness is more useful than the allies you've chosen.
Is this so? The Grey Warden, it has a theory that must be tested.
So you stand with the sorceress. It is a sad day when evil finds such ready accomplices.
Enough. It is speaking too much to the Grey Warden. The battle, it must be done now.
Ooh, interesting. Has she just turned Justice, like, as into an ally? Actually, that would make sense because she's a blood mage, which would mean... Or are they fighting each other? They're fighting... I think they're having their own little private battle that we can't participate in up there. Because I was just thinking if she's, like, turned him to us, that would make sense because she's a blood mage, so she'll have, like, you know, mind control. But that's not what was happening. Okay, so I'm going to put a bit of a waking nightmare on those Darkspawn over there. Oh, I see a mage. I see a mage among those villagers. Okay. I think we want to get the mage down quite quickly, but luckily she's only white named, so she's not too powerful, I wouldn't have thought. See if we can put a bit of a paralyze on her. And then, actually, I just want everybody to attack her, if that's possible. Yeah, we'll just, like, launch everything at her, get her down nice and quick, so we don't have to worry about anybody throwing magic against us. Okay, now, I think if we focus on the first... So if we're all attacking him, I've put a death hex on him, which he may or may not have resisted, I didn't notice. Then I'm going to let Ogren take a health potion, because like I say, I need to stop being so stingy with the health potions. Right, then if I can put a bit of a vulnerability hex on the first, which he also resisted, what an arsehole. I wonder if I can petrify him. Can I petrify him? No. Well, can I at least like stone fist him? I was rather hoping that would knock him over, because I just want to... Oh, he's attacking Ogren now, though. That's alright. I just don't want him to... Although I suppose, actually, my constitution's high enough. He's probably not going to do that much harm, really. Right, and then I think if I put a bit of a curse of mortality on him... I think everybody else is just taking care of all the others, aren't they? I think if we can just ignore everybody else and just focus on him. I mean, we've got him nearly down to half health. We'll just keep hitting him with everything. Actually, I'll put a misdirection hex on him. That'll help a lot, because then he won't be able to hit me as much. Paralyze? Can I paralyze him? No, he resisted that. What an arsehole. Is he the only one left? He's actually the only one left. If we all... Yeah, those two are having a little private battle up there. She's trying to punch Justice in the face. That's kind of hilarious. So, just keep throwing everything at him. His health is going down so quickly. This is going to take no time at all. And down he goes.
Bothersome. It seems you were as good as your word, mortal. The rebellious rabble have been defeated. Now then, I did agree to a reward, did I not? Do you have a preference?
Oh, she's offering me an attribute point. Interesting. So make me healthier, which I'm assuming would be constitution, improve my magic, or make me more cunning. Well, I've got a lot of constitution already, just due to the gear that I'm wearing. I don't think I really need cunning. I mean, the only thing I really need cunning for is persuasion checks, but I'm pretty good at that anyway. Yeah, improve my magic.
Very well. And you still need to return to the mortal world, yes? I'll need someone from your world with an actual life force to plunder. And my, it seems you're in luck. This one isn't quite dead yet.
No, I was not to even be in this place. The mother, it is her deceit, her doing.
Then we'll know who to thank, won't we?
What is happening? No. This is the world of mortals, beyond the veil. And this is a mortal body of flesh. I am trapped within.
Okay, so we still end up with Justice. I thought we probably would. And yes, it does look like the Baroness sent me back after all. She did stay true to her word. See, just because she's a blood mage, it doesn't mean that she's a liar. I mean, I know she was a terrible person who, like, you know, kills people to prolong her life. But I feel like Constance probably saw a bit of a kindred spirit there. And I feel like, although I primarily play Constance as a very compassionate character, I feel like the deeper she goes down the blood magic route, the more she has the potential to sort of end up a bit like the Baroness. And I kind of like the idea that she ends up using blood magic to, like, massively prolong her life, and in, like, 300-400 years down the line she actually just becomes this really sort of evil kind of, you know, Flemeth Baroness type character. But she started off as somebody who was really genuinely a lovely, compassionate, wonderful person. And then, like, if she becomes like, you know, another Flemeth, and people sort of whisper stories about her, and she's like a kind of, you know, witch or demon, whatever, who sort of moves through the world, kind of like controlling things from behind the scenes, and everybody's like, but she used to be this great hero, the hero of Ferelden and the great Grey Warden that stopped the blight and everything. Isn't that a brilliant story? Isn't it a brilliant character that we've created here? Anyway, yes, so it looks like the Baroness sent me back after all, Justice.
You did this. You sided with that foul sorceress, and now she has sundered the veil. I have been sucked into this world against my will! She has returned to this realm as well. Can you not feel it? The Baroness is nearby.
Oh, interesting. So the Baroness isn't dead.
You misunderstand. The Baroness, she is not immortal as you are, or as were the villagers she kept trapped. There was such a mortal once, but now, that is a demon of pride. She assumed that role long ago to feed from the mortals she trapped. But here, in your world, here she will be quite something else.
But she did improve my magic. That was quite nice of her. And yes, that's a good point. Wouldn't she need to possess a body?
I do not know why I am in this body. It was not by choice, I assure you. The veil is sundered, and the tears must be closed lest they continue to spill demons out into this world. I can alter your weapons for a time, allowing them to drive back the Fade's magic. But if we are to deal with the Baroness, we must move swiftly.
Okay, so, we've now got Justice in the team, and he does not seem to quite know how to cross his arms, but that's alright. So if he's going to be our warrior, we'll have Nathaniel and Anders. And yes, I feel like me and Justice probably have not got off on the best of terms in this particular playthrough. However, we do have a lot of level ups. So Justice is a spirit warrior, which I remember literally nothing about. Although spirit warriors employ magical abilities, they are not mages. Instead, they flirt with inhibitions of the Fade, or inhabitants of the Fade rather, who agree to augment mortal abilities in exchange for a glimpse of the physical world. Naturally, the Chantry's Templars rarely acknowledge that distinction. Right, so it's sort of like an arcane warrior, but the other way around, is it? Maybe. I don't know, but I'm going to make him a champion as well, because champion's a nice one. I might as well make him a Templar. Why not? I don't think I'm going to be bringing Justice with me very often. And then if we max out his vitality and put a bit in clarity, and then... oh, we've got 17 points to spend. So, spirit warrior. The warrior dons a cloak of mystical energies from the Fade in order to evade a substantial proportion of physical attacks, although this mode drains stamina constantly. If the warrior has Soulbrand, this mode also adds a moderate chance of resisting hostile spells, and the warrior's attacks all deal spirit damage, bypassing enemy armor. Oh, that's quite useful. So that's what Soulbrand does. And then Fade Burst. The warrior bursts with energies drawn from the other side of the veil, dealing spirit damage to all enemies nearby, particularly harming creatures from the Fade. The amount of damage depends on the warrior's willpower attribute. That's actually quite good. Well, that does mean if you're playing as this, you would need, you know, willpower, wouldn't you? Which is not something that I deal out much to a warrior. And Blessing of the Fade. The warrior is able to draw strength from the benevolent spirits of the Fade. While Beyond the Veil is active, the warrior's chances of resisting hostile spells increases further. Okay, so we max all of that out, because it does actually seem kind of useful. And then if we max all of his weapon and shield out as much as we can, marvellous. Max out those, and I think if we throw the rest into these. So he's a spirit warrior and a Templar. That's an interesting combination. I wonder if I can make Ogren a spirit warrior, even though he's a dwarf. That could be kind of funny, actually. Right, Nathaniel, I will give Nathaniel a bit of dexterity and a little bit of cunning. And, should we go for the duelist? Yeah, we'll go for duelist. I'm not that arsed, to be honest. And then Anders, I think I will give Anders... I might just give him Arcane Mastery, actually. That will do us. Look for the stones, they stand tall and true. The biggest has a present for you, okay. Oh! That'll be the runestones. I never solved that puzzle in the Fade, did I? And there's also Dragon Bone, which we will deposit in the Dragon Skeleton when we pass by. Ooh, Fade portals. How interesting. And a Revenant. Well, Revenants are not half as scary as what they used to be, so he's going to pull me over, isn't he? He tried to pull me over, but apparently it didn't work. Oh, interesting. I've never been able to resist a Revenant pull before. Okay, that is one Revenant down. Yes, so there's going to be Fade portals around the place. And there's an iron chest up there. And the reason there is an iron chest up there, I think, is because we destroyed the Veil Tears, didn't we? And there were chests in the Fade which then disappeared, so I think they've kind of come in here. Ooh, Boots of the Sentinel. 8 strength, 3 defense, 5 physical resistance. That's quite good. And Elemental Grenade. When thrown, this 5-chambered flask shatters, dealing cold, fire, electrical, nature, and spirit damage to all creatures it hits. I will definitely forget that I own that and never ever use it. And these are the standing stones. And of course there's a Fade portal there. Of course there would be. And we've got 2 Revenants and a Shade, who was briefly glowing green there for some reason. Not entirely sure why. Right, I'm going to see if I can get these Revenants in a bit of a cone of cold. Yes, we can. I wonder if I can shatter them. I wonder if I can shatter a Revenant. No, I can't. That's a shame. That would have been pretty cool. Oh, Justice is dying a bit quick, isn't he? I feel like he's maybe not got the best armour on. Gonna let him have a bit of a health potion. Should hopefully keep him alive a bit. Yeah, he is like going down really quickly, Justice, actually. I think it must be due to his armour. And this is the hidden clue. This is the last. You're almost there. Remember the pond where we started our affair. Okie dokie. Well, I mean, there's quite a few what you could maybe call ponds around here. But that one, I notice, has a floating bottle in it. So, has it actually been floating here for like flipping 50 years or however long it's been? Corin's proposal and letter of proposal. So I've got a ring. Ooh, +2 to all attributes. Flipping heck! That woman should have kept him. He was going to give her an amazing ring. And the letter of proposal reads, Bonnie, you are my sun, my moon, my everything. Will you marry me? Oh, it's quite a sad story, really, isn't it? And there's another iron chest up here, which has gauntlets of the Sentinel. So we've got the boots and then we've got the gauntlets. There wasn't enough chests for an entire armor set, though, was there? I think there was only one more. Oh no, hang on a minute, that's the helmet. So, was there another chest then? Well, not as far as I can tell there isn't, no. So, I don't know, maybe the Baroness has it on her or something.
So this is the world of mortals. How very dull it seems. So immutable and unchanging. Yet, I am here. I have crossed the veil. The spirits will watch in envy as the mortals of this realm bow down before me.
That will not happen, demon.
Ah, it seems I was not the only one to be drawn here. How very tiresome.
Yes, explain that back down before me part again. Yeah, let's not say that. Let's just say, how is it that you're even here without a body? God, Constance is just curious.
I have harnessed the power of those fools trapped in our realm for an eon. My true form has substance here. I had no idea I could enter the mortal world this way. Had I known... Oh, but I am here now, yes? Soon I will be queen, as this world deserves. And you will be the first of my subjects.
Yeah, I'll be honest, I'm not into this. I'm not into this as an idea being ruled by a pride demon. But you know what? I think, though, in this scenario, Constance wouldn't be just like, oh my god, I made a terrible mistake siding with her. I think she would just genuinely find the entire thing fascinating. The idea that this demon has managed to, you know, harness the power of souls trapped in the Fade to come through into our realm and all of that stuff. Mind you, having said that, demons come through into our realm all the time, don't they, without needing to possess a body. But, you know, apparently this is kind of a big deal. So, I think we'll put a Death X on her. And she didn't resist that, that's good. Put a misdirection hex on her, which... Well, she resisted something, I'm not quite sure what it was. And then vulnerability hex. She did not resist that. Okay, now we hit her with everything that we have got. And she is opening fade portals. Well, that's just no fun at all, is it? I wonder if I can... Well, if I can stick a Curse of Mortality on her, that would be brilliant. And then... What I need is I need one person to close the fade portals. Who do you think could do the most damage? Maybe Justice, actually, as a warrior. If you do the fade portal and the rest of... Actually, I'll tell you what. I'll tell everybody to attack the Baroness. And then him, I will tell to attack the fade portal. There we go. And to be honest, I think I'm actually a better tank than Justice. So, which is interesting. So I think I'll try and draw all of the attention from the demon. See if I can put a Cone of Cold on her. Oh, I've actually managed to freeze her. Exciting. So, how's that fade portal doing? He's nearly got the fade portal down. That's good. Because they'll be spawning shades, yeah. So, how many shades have we got? 2. I think we can pretty much just ignore the shades, to be honest. I don't think they're going to be doing that much damage to her. I wonder if I can paralyze the Baroness. No, I cannot. Oh, she's smashing open the doors. She's going somewhere. She's trying things. Have we taken care of the shades? I think we've taken care of the shades. Oh, frost burst. That's not nice. That's not nice at all. I'm now frozen. I'm not enjoying that. Although, somebody's done something to her to make her go all wibbly. I'm not quite sure who did that or what they did, but I'm going to see if I can get a Cone of Cold on her. Yes, I can. Oh, she's put me in a crushing prison. Oh, that's horrible. She's just trying to bully me now, isn't she? Just trying to bully me. But look how much health I've got. Like, honestly, I barely even notice. I barely even notice that any of this is happening right now. I mean, look, I'm in a crushing prison. I'm on fire, and I'm fine. Never been healthier.
And so, it is done. For what it is worth, thank you. I have fulfilled my vow. May the victims of that woman's madness rest in peace, wherever they have gone to now.
Okay, what's brilliant is that when we won that fight, I was literally in a crushing prison and on fire. Like, I had nothing to do with it at all. So yes, Justice, what are you going to do now?
It seems I cannot return to the Fade. I am trapped here, in the body of this Grey Warden. There are memories within this poor man's mind. They're difficult to see. But he was a Grey Warden? He was slain by the Darkspawn. The one called the First?
Yes, the Darkspawn are who the Grey Wardens fight.
And that was your pursuit when you were tricked into the Fade. Yes, I understand now. It seems I am at a loss. I know nothing of this world, and have only a few memories of this Grey Warden to draw from. I do not wish to die. What shall I do, mortal? I know little of your moral character, but you are of this world. Surely you can advise me.
I mean, if the body dies, I mean, the body is dead. But if, you know, you like chop his head off or something, surely it would just go back to the Fade. I mean, isn't it meant to be that people's souls go to the Fade when they die? Or would he just end up as like a wandering spirit without a body? Anyway, yes, so, well, you could always join me and carry on being a Grey Warden.
You mean continue this mortal's mission as a Grey Warden? It was a Darkspawn who murdered this mortal most ignobly, and the ones that commanded it yet live. To avenge his death. Yes, that would be a purpose. Yet, should I join with you? You seem uninterested in virtue, but perhaps I am too quick to judge. I would join you, if you will have me.
Yes, I am not uninterested in virtue. I just, you know, have a few different priorities. Yes, so, should I call you Christoph?
That is not my name. I have no name. Only a virtue to which I aspire. If I am to need a name, then use that. I am Justice, and for now I am pleased to travel at your side, Grey Warden.
Okay, brilliant. So, he doesn't even seem that angry with me. And the Baroness doesn't have the Armour of the Sentinel on her. I wonder if I actually have it. Oh yes, I do. I got the Armour of the Sentinel. Oh, I don't know where I got that from, but I got the Armour of the Sentinel. But she does have Fire Stompers, 4 Dexterity, 20 Fire Resistance, 10 Physical Resistance, 9 Gold, and a Dock Storage Key. How interesting. Ah, so I can now get through here. And, oh, it's saving the game. I don't like that it's saving the game. Well, there's a lot of stuff for me to loot. Oh, I can hear things that want to kill me. I can definitely hear things that want to kill me. There's a chest. And it's blight wolves. Of course it is. Well, okay, that was one blight werewolf. Is that it? Did the game really autosave just for one blighted werewolf? How interesting. Okay, most of these crates don't have anything in them. Contains mouldering, moth-eaten something. Foul-smelling liquefied substance coats the bottom of the crate. Interesting. There's a dragon bone. And there's a chest. That has quite a lot of good stuff in it. How interesting. What was the key for then? Because I didn't actually unlock anything. Unless just having the key opened the gate for me. Maybe. Maybe. There's still a veil tear up there. I wonder if I missed one. In the fade. Actually, did I even get the option to... No, I couldn't even get through to this bit of the map, could I actually? I do have the rest of the dragon bones though. So that one and that one. Oh, tell me it's not going to summon a dragon. It summoned a dragon, hasn't it? Okay, you know what? I think we've done enough for the time being. I think that was a very good sort of Halloween Dragon Age episode. And I also think this is quite a good cliffhanger to leave things off of. So, I think we may have just summoned like a ghost dragon, which I may or may not now have to fight at the top of these stairs, wherever they lead to. However, we will find that out next week because we've recruited Justice, we've solved the mystery of the Blackmarsh. The moon is very big today. So I'm going to leave you with this delightfully disturbing and creepy image of the Blackmarsh, and I shall see you again next week when apparently we're just going to fight a giant ghost dragon.